Video, deers running and such. Yeah, it's got a nice field here. I'd have to come up here and look at the deers now and then. Probably can't see them, but that's okay. Guess I could try zooming in on them, but no real point. What was I? Whoa, hey, making a video. I'm actually in a good mood, which sort of is. Maybe I'll make a video about being in a good mood, which is bizarre, because I have been the most depressed ever the last week or so. So it just seems really strange. Like, why am I in a rather comfortable, good mood? It's just so aberrant, so wrong. Completely wrong. Anyway, I mean, just doesn't make any sense at all. I'll probably be I don't know whether it's like a temporary thing or whether I'm actually just rising out of the crap again, as the usual pattern of depression, where it hits a bottom of some kind and then you crawl back out again and fall back in and then crawl back out. It's kind of like a paramecium. Yeah, you just keep banging into it, the depression wall, and back up and bang into it again. Keep doing that forever. There was some video I saw too where some girl was talking about she just wants to die and she's kind of sick of it all, blah blah blah. And it's just like, ooh, sure as hell feel that pain. And you're just stuck here though, because there's just so many reasons, so many little obligations and things that just say, okay, you can't just bail out. I guess there's all this entanglements in your life, and that sucks. But just sucks giving up and losing too. You do feel kind of like it's a concession to failure. I don't like failing. Yeah, that's sort of irritating. But it does just, last week has been such a horrid, forced march. Oof. It's as miserable can be, I think, for me anyway. As miserable as your brain can make it, all by itself, without any help. Enough of that crap. What else is news? Alright, so there's this Piro and Zombie Picture Show guys are kind of this ambiguizing consciousness. I guess a Fontavad vid guy is doing a little bit of that too. And it's like, they all say there's a pattern here in terms of, these people really do want to make life seem like it's not easily described or defined, that it is mysterious, that it's something we need poets to make it understandable or something. And that's only true of the emotional character of life. It's only true if you don't understand the source of it, the mechanism of it, what's driving the creation of these, your attachments, your desires. Once you have knowledge of the context, that was the last video, context, that's a big word for me now. I love that word, context. It's the game, that's it. Get the context right. Detail, smeetail. I don't want to. I want this to be a separate video, so I don't want to start talking about evolution. But it's the truth of it, that our emotional character is a product of the fact that we evolved as social animals. We had to do this competition thing, not only for food and resources, but for procreation. We had to earn the right to reproduce by engaging in a bunch of competitive warfare. Created a very the nature of our competitiveness is part of that. You have to earn it, so to speak. And it just kind of sucks. And the bigger suck is how I just said we have to earn it, and in our civilization we've taken all those mechanisms away and said now you don't have to earn it, you just inherit it. So, I did the economics video. It's kind of this is always a nice part of the stream right here. It's it takes a bend right up the path, and the sun is always somewhere relevant to the picture. It would be the kind of place to do a painting from or something. I don't know if I'm doing it in this weather. There's some more deers. There's just everywhere. Probably another dozen or so of them there. Anyway, they're just taking over. Scary. Eating everything. I probably ate that tree down. Probably how it got like that. They ate it down. Anyway, I pushed it over so they could eat it. Where was I? I don't know. Poetry? No. But anyway, the whole emotional thing. That all of this stuff is just mechanisms of the biology, mechanisms of the primary function, which is just to survive for the sake of it, so you can pass on some tools to the next gladiator, so he can play the same game. And one day you're a winner, the next day you're a loser. What's the point? I don't want if I have to play both roles. It seems to me pointless. And I mean I in a metaphorical sense. I don't mean I in me personally. I just mean I in the sense that we all. The fact that humans experience is the point of it. Consciousness is the game. That's the big picture. So maybe I will make this one of those context facts things. But it's one of the facts of our existence. Is this context that we exist. Unlike this scene here, where I happen to be the only consciousness, in the big way, in the immediate area. So those deers back there. I am loud. I am the thing. I am the center. In the real world that we know exists, we don't have that anymore. We are samey. We are pawns. We are players together. We are the same basic mechanism, and it's like there was three robots in Silent Running, old Bruce Stern movie. Huey, Dewey, and Louie were the three robots, and they all had individual personalities, but they were all three robot guys, and you felt about them like they're all robot guys. They were anthropomorphized into very sensitive, and you cared about them because they all had a thing, a substance, and it'd be very hard to say. You always get attached to. I think it was Huey, because he was the little one, so he's the underdog robot. So that's always a little bit of an emotional cheat in your head. But just this idea that it would be impossible for you to, not impossible, but theoretically difficult to trade off one's welfare for someone else's welfare. You wouldn't want to cause one of them pain for some other one's gain. You wouldn't want them to compete against each other and to have one of them win and one of them be broken and defeated. You wouldn't like to see that. So you wouldn't like to see your own kids fighting or something. It just seems wrong and wasteful and disgusting. And, in truth, all kids are your kids. In truth, all consciousness is your consciousness. Because it's, whether you're Huey, Dewey, or Louie, it just doesn't matter. You're the thing. You're the bot. You're the guy. You're the girl. You're the liver, the struggler, the trier, the needer, the wanter. And that's what we are. The composite of what it is that makes us us is a generic formula. It's a basic formula. And yes, we give it all individual style and personality, but that doesn't mean anything. It just doesn't change the substance or gravity or reality. It doesn't change the fact that it's one of these things, one of these people things. It's a people. We're peoples. And it just doesn't matter who wins and who loses. And what should matter to us is trying to migrate away from the whole idea of creating losers, to create transitory and small, temporary, that's the word I'm looking for, winners. It's a stupid equation. I wouldn't want Huey, Dewey, and Louie to do it. Why would I want them to fight to the death? Some brutal economy. Why? I wouldn't want them to hurt each other for, superficial gain. That's stupid. I wouldn't even want them to be forced to struggle with each other for survival. Knife each other in the back and, whap each other in the head with a ham or something. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to see that. So why is the human race comfortable with living in a world that is exactly that? We're always, obliged, to play the game as provided. It's a sword game. It's a shiv game, and it's a dumb game. Really dumb. Anyway, just even the thing you get out of birthright, even besides the stupid inheritance part, the being able to inherit ownership of the economy, but just inheriting things like good looks and physical strength, inheriting things like disability and bad health. These shouldn't be the deciders. These circumstances shouldn't decide who is winner and who is loser. These, nonsense of faith or fate. Screw that. Anyway, I think the problem is there's just no way to fix so much of the unfairness, so much of the arbitrariness that people give up on fixing any of it. Yeah, I think that's just kind of lazy. It's kind of irresponsible. It's kind of sloppy and reckless of them. If we can't make it perfect, they should have a pretty strong will to fix the arbitrariness, the erroneousness, the unfairness, the undeserved, the unnecessary. They should have a desire to do something about it, because they shouldn't want poor little Huey to be wiped out by something that was preventable, something that was controllable. Yeah. Alright, that's enough of a video. Kind of a pile of, whatever. Psycho. It's not all bad, though. A little bit of, I don't know, a little philosophology. Something like that. Anyway, it's a video. I can feel the the tiredness. Maybe it's my house. Maybe it's radioactive. It's got krypton in it. Somebody snuck some krypton in it. It's stealing my superpowers. As I can feel myself getting weaker. Kitty. Meow. Meow. Fatty. Her name's Fatty. Not a very good name. A girl gave her that name. What a terrible thing to do to a kitty. Call it Fatty. It wasn't even fat. It's a little bit fat when it's a kitten. Just a little bit. Anyway. That's it. So would be a big fluffy yellow cat swimming around here, but I haven't seen him for a couple of days. Man, it's like an Angora cat. So weird to see a feral Angora cat. It's got like 6-inch long hair and shit. It's bizarre looking. Anyway, till the next time. And such, so forth and whatnot.